Welcome back to Comic Vantage. And for today's video, we have a little public service announcement. I know you guys have watched me unbox lots of comic books. You've heard me complain about some of the shipping practices. You heard me praise some of the shipping practices. So I'm here today to show you some of the do's and do nots of shipping comic books. You know, you just have to be courteous to your buyers when you're shipping a comic book to somebody, or if you're just sending it for a gift. So let's start with the do nots, and I have a few examples that I actually received in the mail. Really? Are you kidding me? I kid you not. It is a bubble mailer with nothing, and look. These are actually the comic books. Hey, look, I'm doing an unboxing. These are actually the comic books that came with it. Now, lucky for me, they packed a few bonus comics to kind of... I actually bought these Venom Lethal Protectors. I just wanted to replace them in my collection. I don't have them anymore, so now I do. Yay! Lucky for me, they came in fairly decent shape. So, you know, but I opened this right away because I was worried when I saw this. I mean, God, really? No! Just no! Alright, so, next, do not. Another bubble mailer. Really? Another one? Oh, this one's a little bit better. It's actually a bag and board with it. Are you kidding me? Really? You know, and I don't have any examples of this, but I've received comic books in just this. Really? Why? Just please don't. Just don't. Oh. Don't. Okay, now let's get the bad out of the way, and those definitely were the bad. And let's show you how to properly do this. Oh, actually, I got a comic book here too that I can... Oh, this book was actually supposed to be for an unboxing. Wow. I am so glad this one actually turned out in decent shape. I'll actually put this in my next unboxing video too, so everybody can actually see it if you're not watching this one. Anyway, it is a Uncanny X-Men number 221, first appearance of Mr. Sinister. I actually bought this for Chris Claremont and Mark Silvestri to sign. Pachow. Anyway, I will use that for my example on how to box these things. Now, I know you guys have heard me talk about Gemini mailers time and time again. I actually have a Gemini mailer right here. This is how they come to you. Packed flat. Now there are other brands and other styles. Here's another one that I have, for example. And you can see this one is seriously thick. I mean, it's pushing double wall. Really, really nice and sturdy. Uline makes these. I know there are several other packing companies that makes these. Now, these are great. They are built like a tank. They will protect the crap out of your comic book. But the reason I prefer Gemini mailers, now if you look at this Gemini mailer, it's actually nice and thin. Actually, this won't focus. There we go. It's a nice and thin mailer. Now, let me show you how these things get folded up. Take this and you flip it over. Oh, wait, did I go the wrong way? Okay, there we go. You take it and you flip this. You can see it has all these great folds. And then this side gets flipped up, this side gets flipped down, and you got one over, and the next one goes over the top. I hit my camera there. Sorry, people. Now, the reason I prefer Gemini mailers, not only are they still very sturdy, but I love this thinness. Now, if you look, once it's folded, you do get double walls on the top and the bottom, and nothing is going to hurt your comic book when it's in this thing. And the advantage it has over the thick ones is that it's a whole lot lighter, so you're going to save money on shipping. Save money on shipping. See, isn't that awesome? Everybody wants to save money. And you can also see these have different perforations in them, and you can wrap up anywhere from 1 to 10 comic books in this thing. So let's show you how to pack this comic. Now you saw me fold it. So you take your comic book, and a lot of sellers pack these face down. I actually like to do that too. It's sort of an extra piece of protection. So you pop your comic book in there, right? Now, I like to tape it down. I know I've been complaining about some of the tape. Now, I don't complain about it being taped down. I complain about the tape that is used. Masking tape is great. Anything that is going to release easily off of my comic book bag, especially if I want to reuse this. So I use either Duck brand invisible tape, or I use Scotch brand magic tape. Both these are great tapes. They're essentially the exact same thing, just different companies that make them. They release real easy off of bags. So I actually use these also on all my bags and boards to seal my comics shut. So I just take a couple pieces of tape and I pop that right there. We got one down, two down, and then 3 and 4 on each side. And that is going to ensure your comic book does not slide around. Although, even if it does slide around in here, a lot of the times it is not going to get damaged. So, you got a couple folds then. And that's where your packing tape comes into play. Now, I have this eBay branded packing tape because I do a lot of eBay selling. Noise. I do a lot of eBay selling, so I get this stuff at discounted prices. So I have a lot of it, so that's what I use. Alright, and then you fold over once, you fold over twice, seal this shut, there's your comic. As you can hear, actually you can't hear anything, nothing is moving around in there. This comic book is not going to get hurt unless it actually gets run over by a truck tire. Yes, you might get some damage on the edges where it'll get crunched or bent or a little nick in here, but your comic book is not going to be hurt, and you don't have to spend the extra cash that these cost, because that's the other thing, these are thicker, they'll cost more than the Gemini mailers, and you won't spend the extra cash actually shipping them. These are actually going to cost more to ship than this, probably got a few ounces. Alright, so that's that. Now, let's say you're not a big eBay seller, which I know a lot of you out there are not big eBay sellers. You just buy, sell a comic book every now and again to support your habit, you fiends. Nothing wrong with supporting a habit. Alright, so if that's the case, just grab yourself some thick cardboard. This actually came from a seller who sent me a comic book. Grab yourself some thick cardboard. Nice and cheap there. Everybody has cardboard laying around. You sandwich your book in between. Tape it down in there. Tape it around the sides. And then you can pop it in your envelopes. Although I should have had a legal envelope. I actually have those around here. Put that in there. Or put that inside your padded. Don't send this by itself. Alright, now I'm beating a dead horse there. Alright, another one that I saw recently that I thought was really ingenious was using this foam board. I mean, that's awesome. Look at that. You take your comic book, you put it down in there, you tape it down, sandwich it shut, tape it together, throw it in your envelope. Nothing is going to hurt that either. I mean, this is almost like, God, I really got to put some force in there to even get it to snap like that. That is awesome. I love this. This is a great idea. If you have some extra foam board laying around, or if you want to buy it cheap to send an expensive comic, I would say this is awesome. Alright, so those are my do's and do nots. Do not. Do not. For the love of God, do not. Do. Do. And extra special double do. Another shout out to Gemini. Sorry, I actually took the tape off to remove the comic book, ruin the logo. Gemini mailers you can actually buy through their website. I don't for the life remember what it is, or they actually sell them on eBay as well. Like I said, sometimes they sell these ding and nick ones. Right here. See that? I picked these up on eBay for about half the price because they were damaged in this corner, and as you can see, it goes nowhere near the comic book. There is no way this is going to affect it at all. So, that has been a public service announcement from Comic Vantage. Please, please, please take care of your comic books when you ship them. Alright, and so, everyone out there, thanks for watching. And to everybody who has not subscribed, make sure you do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ding that bell to get my notifications. I've been getting a ton of subscriptions lately, so it's really, really, you got me motivated to put out tons of great content for all of you out there. You've been amazing. Everyone out there is beautiful. I love you all. And you know, hopefully this helps some people out with shipping do's and don'ts when you're sending comic books in the mail. All right, that's it for me. Take it easy.